I love this piece because the first movement just takes you into his world, and the beautiful chord at the beginning. G major, and of course we think about Beethoven fourth, almost the same spelling. And also we think about maybe Brahms' first violin sonata. So I think there's something so serene about this chord with the third of the chord on top. And I think Schubert really captures that right away. And for me, what's also very interesting is that Schubert's music, a lot of it has to do with nature. And so I think in the second theme area, we really hear the brook, like he talks about in his leader. And another fascinating aspect of this first movement for me is that I think this foreshadows Bruckner. The way Schubert sort of states his thematic materials and development is really grand in very poetic ways. And I think this Schubert first movement really has that symphonic element to what later on we know Bruckner's symphonies to be. And you're going to hear a lot of this in the development, the middle section of the first movement. The second movement of this sonata is essentially a song, like many pieces by Schubert. And it has dramatic moments, and it has tender moments. So I think this is really one of the classic slow movements of Schubert sonatas. And on that note, I like to talk about, earlier I mentioned Radu Lupu. I've been to many great concerts in which he played this great big sonatas by Schubert. And it really, every time, is such a transformation, for me as a music student, as a musician. And he said once towards the end of his career, he said, I wish I could have just made a career out of playing slow movements of Schubert sonatas. I wish I could do that. So when I practice and perform slow movements of Schubert sonata, I really feel the same. The third movement is a minuet. And this rhythm you just heard, Schubert uses it's exactly the same music, same key in his second trio. So that's the E flat trio, second theme. So he obviously loves that rhythm. And the middle section, the trio section of the minuet, for me, one of those tender moments that I would love to take on the desert island with. So this is a delicate texture, musette-like harmonies, and I think little tunes like that, little melody like that, just say so much. Very simple, but it says so much. And really, I think it's powerful because, as I said earlier, when I mentioned Proust, really when I hear this over the years, when I practice this section, it really has involuntary memories. Like it evokes my childhood, or certain smell, or certain taste of food that I've had in the past. And I think that sense of quality is so powerful in Schubert's music. The last movement of this sonata is essentially a series of dances. And as I talked about a little earlier, the juxtaposition of major and minor music is prevalent here in the last movement.